watch this. I hope your day is going great. Y'all forgive me because I'm not going to be looking at the video because I'm driving, and I wasn't able to really get it in this morning for my break because it's just like when I do the 10 minutes I have to rush. Oh no, the reason why I didn't do it today because I was looking at the Carla Cannon show, and I just cannot turn her off when she live. So y'all, if y'all have not checked out the Carla Cannon show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, y'all missing out on a real sister who's really being real and bringing it to us real and raw. So that is really great. That show is really great. She great. I got 2 of her books that I started, and when I read both of them, it's just like which one I want to read, which one I want to read. So her books is really good. Everything about her is really great that I've heard and listened to so far. But yeah, I hope y'all day is going great. Today is Monday. It's a work day for everybody who's at work. I hope work is going amazing for y'all. Forgive me because it's probably going to be bouncing up and down. I am driving, so you know, you really ain't got to see me. You just need to hear me, and I'm going to try to talk loud. So, yeah, everybody's at work. I hope y'all having an amazing day, whether you're at work, at home, wherever you at. I just hope your day is going great. You're smiling. You're doing whatever it takes for you to have a great day. If you are not, then what are you waiting on? Because it's like after 1 o'clock. So your day should really be going amazing right about now. And if not, it's definitely not too late. You just need to get your butt up and start. Do whatever it takes for you to have an amazing day, because it's all on you. No excuses. Nobody else can get you started but you. Now, I can help motivate you and all of that, but it's up to you to take those steps to get started. I'm here to encourage you and help you get started. Like, come on now. I'm at work. So if I'm at work and I could be in a great mood despite everything that's going on around me, what you waiting on? You can too, okay? No excuses. No excuses on this Monday, on this beautiful Monday. The weather is so great here in Dallas. So it's just like no need for me to complain or any of that. But I'm at work, and yes, most of my videos that I'm going to be doing when I'm in my uniform is talking about work, because I was talking about other stuff, but I realized, I don't know, the phrase "I hate my job" just popped up in my head the other day, and it stemmed from a person, a woman, telling me that, and her, you know, the other day when I went to Kroger's, she was telling me how much she hated her job. I get calls on top of calls from my coworkers and friends on them hating their job. I know a lot of people who don't work, who don't want to get a job, and I know people who work, who have a job, who hate it. I haven't really came across a lot of people who just absolutely can say, oh my God, I love my job, I love working for somebody else. I just ain't came across that yet, and you know, I'm still searching and waiting. So it's just like, let me be the person to talk about it. What better to talk about work, 9 to 5, 8:30 to 4:30, whatever time you work, early in the morning, night shift, evening shift, second shift, first shift, third shift, whatever term and phrase y'all go by, because there's so many different ones that you can talk about as far as time. My time starts at 8 o'clock, and I normally run from 8 o'clock to 7 o'clock, from 8 o'clock to 6:30, from 8 o'clock to 4:30, so from 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So it just kind of depends on what I'm doing, how much mail, how busy we are, and all of that. And y'all, I am wearing my seatbelt. It is just tucked behind me because why she ain't got her seatbelt on? I have my seatbelt on, y'all. I have a seatbelt on. Safety is first. I have to wear the safety belt. But anyway, if y'all didn't look at my other video that I started, that will be video number 1 that I'm talking about. I I hate my job. This is video number 2. I'm gonna try to keep up with them just so I can see, you know, how this goes, where does it take me, the views on it, and just all of that. You know, just keeping note. I want to start really taking it serious about my YouTube channel and giving you guys what you want to hear instead of just kind of what I'm talking about. But I believe in this time of season, I'm working, so it's a lot of people I know who are struggling with their job and struggling about if I should get a job, if I should not. I have cousins, I have, you know, young ones who are under me who are going to one day have to get a job, or maybe possibly don't want to get a job. So they need to know about this stuff so they can make the best decision possible. When I'm doing this, I don't only just think about myself, I think about my children as well, because one day my children will have the opportunity or may have to make a decision on should they get a job or not. And they need to know about what they're getting themselves into. Today, my man was talking about his son and his job, and it's just like so many people around me having job issues, having work issues, relationship issues at the job. So it's definitely a subject that needs to be talked about. I too was a person who was saying that I hate my job. Like, I hate these people. I hate this job. And I'm not a person who really used the word hate a lot, but it just came to that point where it was so stressful, where I was balling, especially at this job. Let me tell y'all, since I started at this job, not now, because I had to realize that it wasn't the job, it was me. I had to change myself. But day 1 at this job, y'all, I cried because from day 1 until maybe like last year or 2 years ago, I was crying. I had issues. Day 1 at this job, y'all, I cried because my first day at this job was just not a good experience. It was horrible. My car broke down. The managers, when I tell you, I had such nasty witches. I call them witches, but you know the word I want to use. They were so nasty, and I felt like that was my first time really experiencing not just mean people, but they just was evil. They just had an evil, nasty spirit in them. My first time when I started working here, I done had most of my jobs, I can be honest, I did not like. I quit them. I walked away from them because I just wasn't feeling it. But when I got here is when I experienced some nastiness, evil people. I'm telling you, that I ever experienced in my life. And I done been through a lot of evil, nasty. It ain't the worst, but here is when I realized people can be so evil and jealous and silly just for no reason. Just because they don't like you, just because it's something about you that they don't like, something about you that they ain't feeling. So, you know, everything is an experience. Everything, you know, you have to go through stuff to realize, hey, I feel like I had to go through the good, bad, and ugly just so I can really see if this is something that I wanted to do long term, or is this something that I'm just doing temporary. And right now, I always say this is temporary because I don't see myself being here 30 years. But if I am here 30 years, best believe from the rest of the years here on out, it's going to be the best years I have, because I realized what I had to do to get to this point. And it has not been easy, but it definitely has been a journey that's been worth going through and really developing that tough skin. Because, hey, let me tell you, at the beginning it was not easy, but that's one key thing I would talk about today, like really developing that tough skin, y'all. You have to look at yourself and really see, really think about, is it the job that you hate, or is it something about yourself that you don't like and you hate? And most of the time that's what it is. It's not really the job that you're hating, it's you, something in you, something that you're hating about yourself, something that you really don't like about yourself. Like, most likely it's probably not the job. It's probably the job. It probably got parts of it, but at the end of the day, you can't control the job. The job is the job. It's set in place, and that's what you have to do. But the thing you can control is yourself and how you represent yourself at the job, what you do at the job, what you say at the job, and all of that. So y'all, you really have to really get that in your mind, and not only get it in your mind, admit to yourself, it's not the job that I'm hating, it's me I'm hating right now, because I don't love myself. I don't know how to approach a lot of things. I don't know how to say a lot of things, and I don't know how to do a lot of things. I don't know what to do. So really, really get that in your mind and your thought in your head. It's not the job that you're hating. And then again, it might be the job you're hating. That's the easy fix. That's the easy fix, what I say. If it's a job that you're doing and you really can say, I absolutely hate this job that I'm doing. Like if you flipping burgers, if you cleaning, or if you're doing what I'm doing, delivering in any way, you might need to change crafts. You might need to change the job. But most of the time, I don't think it really be the job people are really hating, because we're humans. Once you learn something, you basically can learn it and do it great, successfully, no matter what it is. Most of the time, is it you that you don't like? It's something about yourself that you're not liking. It's something that you're doing that you're really not feeling. And you really have to just be honest to yourself. Really, really sit down and see, okay, do the pros and cons. Okay, why do you hate the job? And really, really list the different things on why you hate the job. What are the reasons on why you saying, I don't like my job, I want to leave my job, I hate my job? You have to start somewhere, and I'm encouraging you to start there. If you're a person that's saying, I hate my job, anything that comes to your mind that you can think of on why you don't like that job, write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Male or female, write it down. Because we trying to work this thing out. You got to work it out. You got to get it out to really, really see if it's the job you hate or if it's something about yourself that you hate. And you just blaming it on the job. That's what I had to do, y'all. I had to look at myself and be honest. I didn't necessarily write down things. Well, I can't say that because I got a whole book, y'all, that I could write a book on at this place just about me. So yes, I'm encouraging you to write it down. I write down literally every thought that comes to my head. I try to write it down. That's another thing. Keep a pencil and pen. Keep a pen and paper on you, because you finna do a lot of writing. One thing I did learn about myself when I was at this place, me moving helped my mind move in ways that I just didn't understand it moving. Like, so many ideas came to me as I was moving. It was crazy. So I had to start keeping a pen and paper on me. But y'all, that is the first tip we're gonna do today. Like, seriously, write down on why you hate your job, or why you hate working, or why you don't want to work. Write it all down. Why you don't ever want to work for nobody again. Why do you hate this job? Why do you hate working? If you are saying any of those things, I hate my job, I hate working, I hate people, I hate going to this place, I don't want to work for anybody, I want to start my own business. Like, if you are saying those things, I don't ever want to go to a job again, I don't ever want to work for anybody again. If you're saying those things and you don't have nothing else set up, I'm talking to people who do not have another business set up or maybe starting, and I'm talking to people who work for somebody else. So if you don't work, if you work for somebody else, or if you're working and you don't even have another business on the side, like, I'm talking to those people. I'm not talking to nobody who's an entrepreneur who has a business started and who has a business and it's successful, or somebody who's working and starting some on the side, and it's working for them. Yeah, they might not like their job, but they're building their business on the side. I'm not talking really to those people. And it could be y'all. Y'all might just need a little more help. I'm talking to the people. And when I say something on the side, I mean something that's bringing in money. Like, it's successful. You bringing in funds with it. If you ain't started bringing in no funds yet, then yeah, you in this category. So we can get an understanding on who she talking about. I'm talking for people who work like me. I work for a company that I'm working my way out of. I'm talking for people who don't have a job, and a person who don't have a job but don't even want to go back to a job. I'm talking to people who work but do have something on the side but ain't still bringing in nothing. Those people. I ain't talking about nobody who's an entrepreneur and successful, or you're working in it on your side hustle, it's successful. I'm not talking about those people. So yeah, identify first on what category you're in, what box you're in, where you at. I don't want to say box or category, it sounds bad, but you have to identify where you're at so you can really understand where to start and what moves you need to make. Because a lot of us are just out wondering, don't know which way they going, don't know what they want to do, and just confused. So you need to get a notebook and pen and start writing out where you're at, where if somebody else could see in exactly where you at, what box would they put you in. If it was entrepreneur, if it was a 9-to-5 worker or worker, or a person who works and who's building on the side, like where would you be put in? Or a person who has nothing, which box would you be put in? You need to know that. And the next thing is, write down all the stuff that you don't like. I hate my job, I hate the people, I hate this place because they're not clean, I hate doing this because this, like, I hate this place because the managers aren't doing their job. I hate this place because they break the rules. They don't follow the rules. I hate this place because of it. Like, start listing why you hate what you hate. Why you hate what you hate. Start listening. That way you can start seeing what you need to start working on and what to focus on. And as we continue these videos, as I continue talking about in these videos, you're going to start seeing like what you need to work on, what area you're in. You're going to start getting a clear picture on where you at. Okay? I'm just here to help y'all because, like I say, I'm working a job that I'm working my way out of. I'm working my way out of this. And I'm just telling y'all the few little steps that I started doing to get to this point where I can come to a job and still smile. No, I don't hate it. Yes, I used to, but I'm at the point where I can smile, have a great day, be productive, and really get my work done without complaining, and still enjoying my day and being happy and loving me. And that took time, and that took work. And I'm telling y'all, this stuff when I'm telling y'all to do right now, I had to do it. I got y'all right here. I have notebooks right here, planner, my grateful journal, and my journal that I just write in. So I'm not telling y'all this stuff because I'm not doing anything. I'm telling y'all this stuff because it's work that has to be done to get to figure out where you at and what needs to change. So that's all we're gonna talk about today, y'all. Leave y'all comments, questions, whatever you have about work. That way I can really know where you at and help you on the next video that I do towards working. And I know I'm kind of all over the place because I just kind of start the video and just kind of roll with it. Whatever come to my mind and thoughts is really not a set out plan on work, but I'm gonna do better with writing out like what I'm gonna talk about specific, so it won't be all over the place. But I'm just kind of giving y'all a little, little talk on who I am and me working, and just so y'all can see and understand, like, you're not in this alone, you're not by yourself. It's not like I'm not working and I'm here working with you. I'm here working a job that I'm working my way out of. So you're not by yourself. You have somebody, you have support. So hey, I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. Be great.